Hello, I'm Ty Mason from the DiabetesCouncil.com, a researcher, writer, and I have type 2 diabetes. Today I'm going to answer the question, is cheese good for diabetes? But before we get into that, make sure you download my free diabetes management book, which also includes a diabetes grocery shopping guide, foods to eat and avoid, by clicking the link below. Well, where do I start with this one? Cheese? How many different types of cheese are there? Well, cheese.com, and yes, there is a website devoted to just cheese, lists 1,777 different types of cheese. If I were to try and answer this question for each one, well, I'm not going to try to answer this question for each one. I'm just going to stick to cheese in general. The great thing about cheese is that it has a glycemic index and glycemic load of 0. Well, actually, it's never been calculated. That's because an ounce of cheddar cheese only has 0.4 grams of carbs. To calculate the GI of a food, it is based on consuming enough of that food to get 50 grams of carbs. For the GI to actually be calculated, someone would have to sit down and eat 7.8 pounds of cheese before the actual test could be conducted. Now, if anyone would like to volunteer for that, you could probably do a test for a laxative research firm at the same time. So cheese has a glycemic index and glycemic load of 0, which means you can eat all of it you want, right? Wrong. There are other things in cheese that those of us with diabetes need to be careful of, namely the fat content. When choosing a cheese, it's important to look at how much fat is contained. Basically, fat and protein are the main contribution cheese brings to the diabetes table, along with calcium, of course. Choosing low-fat cheeses, those made with skim milk or 2% milk, are the best choices. Cottage cheese made from skim milk only has 2.2 grams of fat per serving. Compare that with regular cottage cheese, which has almost 5 times that amount of fat. Mozzarella isn't a bad choice. Generally speaking, the softer cheeses are lower in fat content. Regardless of what cheese you like, a serving or two of cheese per day is not going to raise your blood sugar, but look for the low-fat variety of your favorite cheese. They're really pretty good. Is cheese good for diabetes? Well, yes, it is, but beware of processed cheeses. While they may be lower in fat than many cheese products, many of them contain carbs in the form of sugar. These, quote, cheeses can have an impact on your blood sugar. So read those labels. I hope this answered your question. Is cheese good or bad for diabetes? Don't forget to get your diabetes management book by clicking the link in the description box below. And as always, if you have any other diabetes-related questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks for watching. I'm Ty Mason.